What's going on, everyone? You're listening to 99 Yards here with your host, Audibot. And today, we got two familiar faces on the show again. If y'all want to introduce yourself,
OJ
OG
knows.
the Beast. OG the Beast. Y'all
Yup.
already know.
Already
OJ
know. And
knows.
we got
And we got OJ knows,
OJ
man.
knows. Man.
Mr. Versatile, Mr. NBA, Mr. NFL, Mr. UFC, Mr. You let me know about it. We're gonna talk about it. So let's talk about
Ditto to all of that.
Yeah. Hey, but today it's gonna be NFL because we got the playoffs coming up. Next week, gonna be playoffs. Two
it. Playoffs?
playoffs?
You're too young for that.
Don't talk about the
I
playoffs.
think I know what you're talking about. Was it? Oh, I forgot. I think I know.
Pop quiz. Who was it? Pop quiz.
Was it?
You said
Was it Mike
what are we
Singletary?
talking about?
No, I'm asking him who the coach was that said that. Playoffs?
Oh, that was Jim Moore.
Yes, sir. For the Colts.
The Colts.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say Titans.
Jim Moore
Oh.
Senior. Jim Moore Senior.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Titans. I thought
Junior coach for the 49ers. Who did he coach for?
Junior coach for the Niners and
Singletary.
Falcons. I think.
Falcons.
Dang.
That's right.
Singletary was the one who went off when
Singletary was the I can't win with him. I can't play with him.
That's who it was. Yep.
Yeah, I can't coach with him. Can't do it.
That was Vernon Davis.
Yep. It was funny because Vernon Davis was probably one of the best players on that team too.
Yeah.
But
Vernon Davis, now you want to talk about a beast? Oh my God.
that was like
Davis
that guy's
was
that was probably the first player to actually like become that fast, like speedster tight end, athletic.
Dude had like 4.4 speed
Yeah.
as a tight end. Like,
but that was unheard
didn't
of back
see
then
that.
too. Like
Yeah,
now,
you did not see that.
now if you see it, you're like, oh wow, this guy's just
I mean, there's a couple. You got your George Kittles and some
Evan Ingram. No,
but even Kittle ain't got 4.4 speed like that. Nobody in the league has that type of speed.
I think Ingram actually won. I think Ingram ran it.
Ingram might be the only one.
Ingram, I don't know about Darren Waller, but I know he's faster. That man is a speedster, but
Vernon Davis had elite speed at that position. He was fast. I
remember
Vernon.
Yeah, man. I remember Vernon.
I remember that one, and he was athletic. That was the thing. He was athletic. Like I think there was that one play where he literally hurdled the guy. Like he did. Like he probably did it multiple times, but there was
Vernon was that guy.
He was a man. All right, but if you're on Anchor, 30-second announcement right here because I want to make money off this. I plan on making money off this. So yeah, let's but if you're on YouTube, let's just get straight to it. So the playoff picture. I was gonna have a picture up in here, but then I was like, copyright stuff like that, and I just don't feel like getting into that,
Mm-hmm.
So
I get it.
Yeah,
I used to do YouTube. I know all about copyright.
Yeah, but that's when no, my audio. Okay, but yeah, the playoff picture. We got interesting playoff picture. I think if y'all wanna get into that, OG or OJ is a Buccaneers fan, and I'll let you discuss like what you're most looking or what you're looking forward to right now in that.
The game that I'm most looking forward to me is probably going to be the most competitive. That's the Colts in Buffalo, man. I think a lot of people have Buffalo as well as you should. So do I. But the Colts can make it very, very interesting, man. I'm most looking forward to that game more than any other game. I think that's going to be a good game. So
for me, it's the AFC matchup we were just talking about: the Titans versus the Ravens. Two great running teams. To me, it's going to be basically who dominates the play action pass in this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, can we catch one Hollywood Brown deep? Can we catch one AJ Brown, Corey Davis deep? That's going to be the difference in the game to me, because I don't think either one of them can stop each other. Even though Baltimore has shown in the past that they can stop the run, Derrick Henry's a different man. So I think it's going to come down to one-on-one coverage and who can stop whose air game. That's what I think the game's going to come down to, because they both may have 200 plus yards on the ground each. So we'll see what happens.
But obviously, I think we both agree that if Tennessee can keep it close all the way till the end, it's gonna favor them, man, in that running game. So, you know, Baltimore, I think they'll be looking to get to a quick lead and try to maintain that and go from there. But
Yeah, the ideal situation for both defenses is to force them to pass. Get them in a situation where you neutralize the run and you try to force the team to pass. But we'll see how it goes. Because I think if you forcing the team to pass, Tennessee has the upper hand. They got better receivers, and that's just what it basically boils down to. And plus, Ryan Tannehill is probably a better thrower than Lamar Jackson at this point in his career. But I don't know. We never get to see Ryan Tannehill surge his team back. I haven't seen it not one time this year, or Ryan Tannehill goes crazy in the fourth quarter and they win because of his arm. It's always been either in or out of the belly of Derrick Henry. He dictates the entire offense. So, we'll see what happens, though. It should be interesting. To me, that's the game to watch.
Yeah,
that's gonna be something else though. Like that.
Lamar Jackson's such a wild card. That's the only thing, man. I mean, clearly, I think Tennessee's gonna win, but dang, Lamar Jackson, man, he's a wild card, man. So
that's true. You don't know what Lamar you're gonna get.
You don't know what
he's young still, and I think everybody has their moment of screw ups, their amount of screw ups. You know what I mean? So maybe Lamar Jackson can click that clock on and say, "Hey, it's time for me to get it popping. I'm tired of being just a regular season guy," because he had a solid year this year. He had what?
Particularly the second half of the year. Yeah.
Yeah. So he had a solid year. Missed the game to COVID and still had finished with 3,700 total yards, 30-something touchdowns. He was solid this year. So, we'll see what happens. The records is all 0-0 right now, so none of that even matters.
Do any of you guys have the Browns beating Pittsburgh? I don't.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
I think I did see that.
Listen, bro, I'm just gonna shut my mouth and I'm all ears, bro. I'm all ears.
Listen, it's not even anything logical about the pick. It's all spontaneity. It's all just a gut feeling. What? It's not even, the logic would tell you Pittsburgh is a way better team. But I just feel like something is telling me if Cleveland can dominate the time of possession, because Pittsburgh likes to score fast. So if Cleveland can dominate the time of possession.
And they can with that running game.
That's what I'm saying. If they can dominate the time of possession and keep that score low, I feel like they got a legit shot to pull it out. I really do. And it's strictly on that. If Pittsburgh jumps out the window early, it's over. They might get blown.
And I'm glad you said that. You prefaced that by saying that it's more of a gut thing. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But for
it's
me,
nothing to do with logic. Logic is completely out the window with this pick. It's just a gut feeling.
So much has to go right for them, and for Pittsburgh, so much has to go wrong. That's really what it comes at. That was one of my easier picks. But again, man, there is.
And it's the thing. We've seen a lot go wrong for Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
We've seen that. We've seen Pittsburgh fold. We've seen Pittsburgh get into tough matches.
He's another guy. Like, which Ben are you going to get,
Hold on, guys. Hold on. We've seen Pittsburgh get into situations, though, that they have no business being in with certain teams. So it's very possible. It's not like I'm saying, Cleveland's going to beat Kansas City. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I've seen Pittsburgh get into situations they have no business being in, playing around with your food. All I'm saying is, I think if Cleveland can dominate the time of possession and work both of those running backs, they healthy and they ready to roll,
perfect.
and open up that play action game, I'm telling you, man, if Baker comes out like he came out in that 400-yard game, Kevin Stefanski let him open up the first drive with 4 straight play action calls. I forget who that was against, and it was a good defense. 4 straight play action calls. I said, look at this. He is throwing this ball on the money. He's cutting the field in half, making the reads much easier. If they come with that game plan against this great defense, I'm telling you.
It's a great defense, but they have been exposed a couple of times, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Particularly their
Man,
secondary. And for a team that has Minka Fitzpatrick and Denzel, what's the other guy? No, not Ward. Is it Hayden?
no, Joe Hayden, and
Joe Hayden, yeah. Joe Hayden
yeah.
and Steven Nelson, I think.
Minka.
Minka's,
Yeah,
oh yeah.
Minka's the safety.
I think he's
Are you thinking about what's his name? Steven Nelson?
That's possibly who he's thinking about.
Yeah. But
Yeah, because
I realize something, man. In the NFL, there's really two types of defenses, man. You have defenses that just they're playing good, they're playing well, they're streaky, and then you have defenses like the Rams, bro, or Chicago. They're consistently good week in and week out. Granted, they have good weeks and sometimes bad weeks, but those are the type of defense to be feared, bro, because you know what you're gonna get. The Bucks, they fall more on the we might have a hot week, but you're not gonna run on them though. So how about let's see, what else? What's the other AFC matchup? You covered the Ravens in Pittsburgh. I'm missing one.
yeah. Wait, the Ravens. Who else is there? There's Ravens.
There's four, right?
Yeah. There's Ravens. There's three. There's Ravens.
Okay, my fault. So
Bills and Colts. Or not Bills. Yeah, Bills and Colts. Never mind. Yeah, Bills and Colts.
I got Buffalo, man, and honestly, two reasons. I'll make it simple. They are arguably the most consistent team in the entire NFL, man. They are super, super, super consistent, man. Super consistent. You know what you're gonna get out of them. And at the end of the day, in a playoff game, at home, but it's gonna be in Buffalo, right?
Buffalo's got the home game.
Yeah, I gotta go. Josh Allen over.
Me too.
Over what's his name?
I dropped my AFC today. NFC's coming tomorrow. Then I'm gonna do Super Bowl, maybe the same day or the next day. Either way.
I did.
But yeah, AFC I had Bills, I had Ravens, and I had Browns.
That should work.
Pulling out the upset. I just think Baker's gonna come out here with a different energy. And I think they're gonna show the Ravens something they haven't seen all year. I mean, show the Steelers something they haven't seen all year.
I wouldn't mind to see the Browns win, to see the Browns fan just start going ham and Super Bowl.
But unfortunately for them, if they do win, they got to see Kansas City the week after. And that's going to make for a very boring game because they will get destroyed.
The thing is, like, they don't have much quarterback depth. Like, Denzel, you got to watch 3 players. Like,
yeah, them boys will get destroyed messing around with them.
Their linebackers are not all that in the pass coverage. You really just don't have it. Also, finally got the stream going perfectly. Yeah, one guy from OJ's chat just came in here and saved me.
Yeah, that's what I was doing when you saw my face like this. I was typing.
Saved you? What do you mean?
No, OJ's stream. One guy really saved me. Said, "Bro, I can't hear you." Yeah, that's why I wasn't talking that much. I was like,
"Oh, you could okay."
Yeah,
damn, I didn't even know.
Yeah, because he's chatting right here. So, hey, you saved me. You're a good man. You are a good man. All right, but yeah, I'm just gonna say, like, y'all already passed the Ravens and all that. I'm just gonna say what I say about that and just Derrick Henry. That's
oh my god. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Carry it for me. I'll be right back.
All right. But
are you happy, huh? You happy you finally got your whole Derrick Henry thing? Because you've been obsessing about the whole Derrick Henry thing.
I didn't talk about it though. Do you still have Derrick Henry as like the 3-man? Do you still have him as a 3?
Top 3.
Top 3?
Yeah.
You don't have him as the best.
I'm back.
All right. Yeah, so you don't have Derrick Henry as the best.
I have to think about it in the offseason, man. I'm not ready to commit that yet.
Nah, I ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah, hey. we got in. We got in.
I'm on a
I have to think about it, bro.
Hey, this is week 17 is done. There's nothing else left to think about. We see what we seen. Look, We
The
need to
evidence
know.
is overwhelming. I'm not gonna hold you, but
Hey, it'll go right into my point about the Ravens and Titans game. And it's the fact that he's probably a bigger factor to me in the
you know
pass
what it
game.
is? Okay,
Then
I'll say this about Derrick Henry. For me, it's hard for me to label you as the best if I don't necessarily deem you as complete, right? Like so, and I keep that same energy across the board. Like for me, the best receiver still to me. Now Devontae Adams will definitely be making a case in the offseason, but to me it's still D-Hop. Because when I look at hands and route running, everything cumulatively, he's the best. So I do the same with running back, right? I do the same with running back. And to me, when I look at that, then I think about Zeke and Saquon and Christian. But where Derrick Henry gives me pause and where Derrick Henry sort of upsets my sort of this criteria I have, I compare Derrick Henry to Shaq. Shaq was very skilled, but really he did one thing very well. He dominated the low post. He was unstoppable. He couldn't shoot free throws. He couldn't shoot outside. He had no range. But in his prime, I don't care who's out there, what center shooting through, Shaq is the best because for what he did, he was exceptionally good at. So if we're going to sit here and say that Derrick Henry is the best at running in between tackles and just purely running, then yeah, I might tend to have a different opinion. So that's what I'll say. I'm still not officially gonna formally say, he's the best, but he is sort of.
Let me ask you a question. OJ. This is for you. I need to know an answer from you, right? When was the last time we saw a running back dictate whether or not their team wins or loses? Week in and week out.
Adrian Peterson.
Exactly.
And he was the best at the time.
Exactly. Could Adrian Peterson catch the ball?
I looked at his stats. He did not have the stats.
Adrian Peterson could not catch the ball worth a lick.
The crazy thing about that question is before that, it was Chris Henry, and he played for Tennessee, and he wasn't catching it like that either.
That's what I'm saying. But the thing about Chris Henry is, no.
Chris Johnson?
You mean Chris Johnson?
Yeah, Chris Johnson.
Not Henry.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you want to think about, bro? I'm thinking of
Chris and Derek.
Yeah, Derrick Henry. Yeah, I was like,
no,
but look,
and there was a Travis Henry that played for Buffalo too.
No, wait, was there? Was Chris Henry? No, that was someone else.
Chris Henry does sound very, very familiar name.
Oh wait, no, was he that Bengals? Oh wait, was he that Bengals receiver who died? And
Slim, wasn't that his name?
I think that was. His
it might have been. That name sounds very familiar. That's why I repeated it. I'm like, wait a minute. But anyway, back to the point.
I did mean Chris Johnson.
Back to the point. Chris Johnson was a better pass catcher than all of these guys, though. Derrick Henry and Adrian Peterson combined. If you don't know, a lot of people don't know this, but Chris Johnson had like 600 yards through the air the year he rushed for 2,000. He was catching the ball. But the thing about it is, Chris Johnson didn't go to the playoffs that year. That's why everybody was, they should have won. He should have won MVP. No, Peyton Manning got it, I believe. But Adrian Peterson won MVP that year. He almost broke the record.
He did.
He literally dragged that team to the playoffs. So when you have a situation like Derrick Henry, where the entire offense is predicated on whether or not you have success, you cannot say the same about CMC, because we've seen Mike Davis ball out and the team still have somewhat success with him in the lineup. We can't say the same about Saquon Barkley, because they're going to be trash whether he's there or not. I'm sorry.
and honestly, with CMC, when he had one of the most disgusting years I've ever seen for a running back, they didn't even make the playoffs. They weren't.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And Derrick Henry has completely dominated the game and made the Tennessee Titans relevant again. Without Derrick Henry, there is no Tennessee Titans. You have to factor that in when you're determining who's the best, because it's not always about, well, this guy catches better, or he looks better doing it, or this guy's better between the tackles. This guy's better outside, between the line, outside the numbers. Screw all that. Black and white. Who's better at playing this position? You don't even have to, when you start breaking down categories, that means you already lost when it comes to this situation. Derrick Henry has shown me enough in the past 2.5 seasons to let me know, hey, I'm not a fluke. This is what I do, and there is no Tennessee Titans without King Henry.
That's
We
crazy.
can't say that about Delvin Cook, who had 1,500 rushing yards, and
Their
his team
pass
still
game
missed the
is
playoff.
their pass
He's not
game
as
is one of the
influential.
best.
That's the best comparable team to the Tennessee Titans. They play the exact same way. Delvin Cook. But they still eat, and who could argue, right? Minnesota probably has better weapons on offense than Tennessee.
They pass more than Tennessee.
I mean, who could argue?
Yeah, you can.
Justin, okay, but Delvin Cook had how many carries this year? I guarantee you Delvin Cook had over 350 carries.
Yeah.
Guarantee. That's what I'm saying. So even if they may pass more, by how much?
Dan, you can
would
take
argue, like
Dalvin
I said,
out of that lineup, and they can still find success in the pass game. You can't say really the same about.
Yeah, but they won't be as successful without Delvin Cook. But the Tennessee Titans, there's no replacement for Derrick Henry. I don't care who you decide to put in there. There's no replacement for his run style. And come on,
when will you find another guy like him? Like that's the thing.
Come on, OJ.
It's still okay. No, I'm with you. I agree with everything. But where I'm stuck at is like it still doesn't truly explain why his impact is so great, much greater than every other running. There has to be only one thing.
Because he's the best.
Runs.
Hold up.
It's the type. It's not just that he's the best. It's the type of runs, bro.
No, here's the thing. He might not be a pass catching back, but his impact in the pass game is probably one of the biggest in the NFL. And also, side note, I just searched it up. That was Chris Henry, who I was talking about, that Bengals receiver.
Yeah, so, that was Chris. I knew that name sounded familiar.
So RP to him. He was a great receiver. He's a great receiver. But
he was underrated because he was overlooked because he played with Hushin and Ocho.
Ocho. And that Ocho's celebration after that was probably one of the most remembered as well. But
when he died.
Yeah. But Derrick Henry, here's the thing. His impact in the pass game, I think, OJ, weren't you the one who actually released the episode, I think, today about the rankings, the ratings, the PFF ratings, or?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, I guess. Yeah, I think OG got kicked. Oh, that's not good.
Are you talking about the one where I talked about?
It was like the top three. Yeah, the top three.
Yeah.
Yeah. His impact, or let's admit OG back in. Probably a good thing to do. OG, you good?
Cam, what's up?
So, man, yeah. So his impact in the pass game makes it's just probably one of the best. As you saw, AJ Brown, he's not a top 3 receiver. Yeah, he's rated as a top 3 receiver. He's ranked there. I mean, when it comes down to stats.
Man, I'm not gonna lie.
But here's the thing. When you play the Titans, you're not concerned about the pass game as much because you have to worry about one man. And what happens then? The RPO becomes way more deadly. It becomes the play action passes became easier, bootleg passes. Ryan Tannehill can also get that out there. He is not a bad quarterback. Ryan Tannehill just didn't find success in Miami. He translated perfectly.
Adam Gase did not put him in a position to succeed. The thing about, and I'm not gonna lie, man, I think Mike Vrabel is one of the best coaches in the NFL, man. The talent that he has, bro, he does so much more than the talent he has. And he's put Ryan Tannehill in the perfect position to thrive because Ryan Tannehill is not Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, or Watson. He's not the type of quarterback that's gonna go out and win you the game. What he'll do is he'll limit the turnovers, he'll manage the game, and he'll do what he has to do. Yeah. And Vrabel has leveraged his talent 100%, bro. And that's what good coaching does, man. You know what I mean? So and the best
Vrabel's also a player coach
is a good running back.
Yeah, I mean, you just if you're worrying about a guy that much, especially the running back, because the pass game, you can take players away. Like we've seen a lot of quarterbacks like Jalen Ramsey can take players out of the game and that pass game just isn't there anymore. But the run game, if you try to take one player away from the run game, your whole defensive game plan is just messed up as you're leaving talented receivers wide open. AJ Brown's one of the best running backs sophomore running backs, or not running backs, wide receivers. And he's easily in that top 3.
Baby DK. I call him Baby DK, man.
Nah, that's AJ Brown and DK are in the same category as far as skill set.
Yeah.
I think they're comparable to Julio Jones, both of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
When I see those guys, I see Julio Jones.
And it's funny because they both went to Ole Miss at the same time.
They are in the same, I guess, skill set, but yeah,
it might be something up with the coaching. It might be. It might be something with the coaching because they did come out of the
But
same draft
I'll
class.
tell you like this though. AJ Brown saw a lot of one-on-one coverage this season because of Derrick Henry. You cannot put it. You can't put 8 in the box. Guys are running, cover 1, against these guys. Cover 3 against these guys, and it's hard because you have to put 8 in the box with Derrick Henry. If you put 7, he might go for 85 yards on that next carry.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, like the way he affects the game. And look at what happened in the Houston game. Look at what happened in the Houston game late in the game where Derrick Henry had 250 yards, right? Last play of the game.
AJ Brown, wide open, one-on-one coverage. And that's not happening on like most of the...
They come out single high safe, 10-10, and the Titans have the ball, and they got the best running back in the league behind Ryan Tannehill. So everybody in the building's assuming Tannehill's or Derrick Henry's probably going to get this ball. But what happened? Great play call.
Yeah.
Identifying the one-on-one single high, right? Play action.
Yeah.
Give it to this big 6'3" wide receiver.
In the NFL, bro, probably the most predictable play is a run on a first down, bro.
And you know what? That's probably he's probably the only running back or probably the only running back that defense on the last play just cannot, like, they have to expect the run. I mean, they have to, and they can't play their regular 3 deep safety.
I would love for Tennessee to play Tampa, bro. We're gonna shut all that Derrick Henry.
I don't think so. I mean,
I won't believe it, man. But
we're gonna have to see it next season because I don't know if Tampa's gonna get that far.
The thing about Derrick Henry, man.
No. The other way around. I don't think Tennessee's gonna get that far. I think Tampa's going to the Super Bowl.
Ooh.
Nah, bro. I don't know about.
I'm telling you. I'm listen. If I could change my pick right now, based on the information provided for me, I would pick Green Bay to come out the NFC. But due to the fact that before the season started, when I gave out my Super Bowl predictions, I said Kansas City versus the Bucs. I have to stick with it, knowing that there's a shot that can happen. I can't change up now. I have to stick with it.
I had Green Bay and the Chiefs. I'll be honest with you, Green Bay and the Chiefs, that's like the most basic default. If you were to take a poll of like 1,000 random football,
that was the first ever Super Bowl.
Most of them will say Green Bay. It's a safe, boring default pick.
I mean, that was the first Super Bowl though.
Actually, not. If you don't mind, we could pivot into the NFC. I think we all think the Bucs are going to beat Washington, right? By the way, that is a trap game. I still think we're going to beat them.
Yeah. Unless like Chase Young what I like about Chase Young, he's already taken this leadership role. He's already taken that. I don't know if y'all watched the Mike.
That rookie is so impressive, man. He's so impressive.
He reminds me of Javion Clowney, bro.
You took the words right out of my mouth. You took the words right. I was just about to say Jadeveon Clowney. Literally.
That's who he reminds me of, man. And they both had the dread. Just a light-skinned Jadeveon Clowney, man.
Yeah, bro.
What's crazy though, man? Even if he goes off, the reason I still think the Bucs are gonna win. By the way, if we could limit the sacks to 2 or less, the Bucs would, like, full stop. But the thing about I was doing some research, right? Because all these people, they're in my comment section. Oh, you're bragging. You think the Bucs are gonna beat Washington, but even though I haven't. But this is the thing, right? Washington has scored, and you guys can look this up, over 30 points like once. I believe once the whole season.
Yeah,
that's gonna be that's what I'm saying. That's gonna be the reason
that offense.
They scored like 50 points or less, like 7 times.
That's gonna be the reason why they lose, because
they're not gonna win, bro.
And at all
30 like this, bro, like this.
Yeah, like that defense. Okay, they might be able to hold up, but that offense just does not have the firepower to just go out there and.
And that's gonna be their Achilles heel. That's gonna be the reason why they lose
every time. like if you play teams like the Bucks or the Chiefs or Packers, I mean, you cannot go to
Hey
the
guys, I'm getting an important phone
seven
call. I'll be back.
filters, bro. You
Yeah.
gotta come away with 6. So,
Oh,
but I'm not gonna lie, bro, man. If the Bucks beat Washington, we have Green Bay after. I have Green Bay winning. I think Green Bay got much better since we beat them. I mean, we beat the brakes off, but they got. I will say this: is the fact that Bakhtiari is hurt, that kind of helps the Bucks. I mean, with all the respect, obviously, but
yeah.
and the Bucks defense has deteriorated. But I mean, well, it does feel good though to know
Yeah.
that you've beaten them. So
When did Zoom change their meeting
and you
time?
guys have the Rams beating
Yeah.
Seattle.
I have the. I think that's just a toss-up game. I could see it going either way.
What's the status on sheesh, man, I'm having a brain fart. Goff, what's his status? He broke his finger or something.
Oh yeah, true. Oh, let me actually. I saw that, but like I thought he just popped it back in place. I thought they.
And that's his throw. I believe that's his throwing hand.
Was it his throwing hand or was it his offhand?
I thought it was his throwing hand, man. But
See.
either way, that's a grave concern to me.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
Someone wrote on the thing, I'm a Rams fan. Goff's gonna be out.
Oh, but you know what though? Blake Bortles is their quarterback, and
Blake Bortles. Oh yeah, this is Seattle, and it's gonna be in Seattle too, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, thing is that home field advantage, in Seattle is probably the biggest thing for Seattle in the playoffs. But I don't think it's gonna be that big of a difference this year, just because of no fans.
Yeah.
Okay, hold up, OJ.
Yes,
let's try it. So I don't know when Zoom decided to do this, but apparently there's a 40-minute time limit, and OJ just left. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna close this right now, so we don't even have to worry about like getting, if you don't mind joining that again.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, now you want to do? Okay, you want to do it now?
Yeah, because I don't know when they did this thing where it's 40 minutes.
Oh, you must not have a paid thing, do you?
Yeah, nah, I don't.
I had to get the paid one. All right, I'll leave.
Yeah, I see.